In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up an AI agent to answer your employees' questions. Now, it can be very unproductive having your employees repeatedly come up to you and asking different questions. Maybe they just forgot a certain procedure, or maybe they just weren't trained on a certain role. Instead of interrupting both you and their work, they can instead come over to this agent, have a quick chat, and get any information they need about your company's procedures, and then get right back to work. Now, I'm going to start with a quick demo of how this agent works, and then I'm going to show you how you can use a free template and actually set this up for yourself and start saving you and your employees time. Now, really quick before I dive into a demo of this agent, if you're a business owner serious about scaling your business and you're considering using AI agents to do so, then book a call in the link in the description, and I will personally give you the best ways to use AI agents inside of your business. So to briefly show you how this agent actually works, here I have pulled up some company procedures. So these are just some made up procedures, but they are based off of a previous client of mine who's a food manufacturing company. They manufacture stroopwafels. So I just had some fake company procedures generated off of that type of business. And to actually interact with this agent, I can come over to a Telegram chat and ask it questions. So if I was an employee, maybe I wanted to know what are the daily cleaning procedures. So you can see here it just went to the company procedures and found that section where it lists the what is actually required for the daily cleaning. So to actually get started building this for yourself, I have linked in the description a free template that you can download and actually import into your N8N account. Once you've downloaded that template, you can come over to a website called N8N. I believe it's n8n.io. You can see here. So you're going to create an account here, and then once you create an account, you'll be brought to this overview page where we can go to the top right and select create a new workflow. You'll be brought to this open editor here, and then we're going to go up to the top right and select these three dots and then do import from file, and you're just going to select that file that you downloaded to get this agent. So that will import the agent. So once you've imported that agent, it should look something like this. And we can start by connecting the Telegram trigger here. So the Telegram trigger is just the action that starts the rest of this workflow. And in that case, it's whenever we send a message through a Telegram chat. And to do that, you're going to need a Telegram account for one. And then you can go inside of your Telegram account. We're going to start a conversation with the it's called bot father. Here you can see the username. So you're just going to do /start. Then you're going to do /new bot to create a new bot. I'm going kind of through this kind of fast, so I've covered this in previous videos, but you're going to name it here, and then it will give you the link to interact with that bot, and then the API token here. So that API token you're going to copy and go back to N8N. You're going to create a new credential and paste in the access token or that API token here. Click save, and then that will connect your Telegram account there. So we can go back into N8N, and then next we have a OpenAI assistant. So I'm going to walk you through creating that really quick. So I'm just going to look up OpenAI assistant. Mine pops up with the OpenAI platform. I'm going to click on that, and it should bring us to a page that looks like this. So I'm going to go to the dashboard on the top row here. The first thing I'm going to do is go to storage, and then go to vector stores. So you can see I've created one here, the employee Q&A store. So you're going to create a vector store. You can name it whatever, like employee, something like that, and then we're going to add files here. Click check on there, and then we can go to add files here at the bottom. So to give you a brief overview as to what this company procedures includes, so you can see a table of contents. I'll just kind of go through whatever this is covering. So the overview, safety protocols, quality standards, equipment, packaging, cleaning, troubleshooting, guidelines, contact info. So it kind of just depends on the industry that you're in. You're going to have a better idea than I obviously do, but anything that you think would benefit your employees as far as whatever they're doing on a daily basis. Put into a single document. This gives you kind of or an idea of what information you could include this document would be. So you're going to put a document together. You can just download that document directly to your computer, and then you're going to select add files, and you can just upload those files right into this vector store here. So after you've uploaded any sort of documents that you want to upload, then we can go to create an assistant, and then we can prompt the assistant from there. So that's why we did the vector store first before we created the assistant. So now we can go to the assistants, and it would be the most recent one here, this untitled one. So I'm just going to name that, and then we're going to give it some system instructions here. So I'm going to copy the assistant instructions that I gave my other one, and I'll just walk you through what this is saying. So you're an employee assistant for whatever industry your company's in. Employees will ask you questions regarding protocol, administration tasks, etc. You should never make up any data. Instead, just say that you don't know and contact their supervisor. Only respond from information provided in the vector store. So that just prevents it from making up anything and only going off of the information that you've provided in the document. The model I just left is 4.0. Make sure to turn file search on. I believe that's already turned on because we created it from the vector store. The functions will be blank, and then everything else we can just leave as is. So then we can go back to init once we've done that, and you're going to do connect your OpenAI account, which you can do by going back. Just look up OpenAI API overview. Again, I've covered this in previous videos, so I'm going faster, but dashboard at the top right, API keys on the left side here. Create a secret key. It prompts you to name it, gives you the secret key, so write that down somewhere, don't share it, and then copy that secret key, go back into init, paste in that API key here. Everything else you can just leave as is, click save, and that'll connect to your OpenAI account. This should all be filled in here. You will have to select from a list. So I just created the employee Q&A video, so you're just going to select that. I'm going to select the one I originally had, but so I'll briefly just go over what this actual prompt is saying. So it just says, please answer the employee's question provided below. You're talking to an employee. This is a variable that just represents the message that the employee has sent to this agent. So it says the question is whatever is filled in for this variable. And then here, this last part, it just says, if the document does not have the answer to the question, please use the tool and add it to a Google Sheet. So this is actually very helpful when developing this sort of thing. So it's basically just saying that when this document does not have the answer to the question that the employee just asked, it should then go to a Google Sheet, which I've connected here, and add that question to the Google Sheet. So then you as the owner can actually go in and see what questions are being asked that document does not have the answer to, and then update that document with answers to these questions. So to actually connect to that Google Sheet, you're going to need to go to your Google account, create a new Google Sheet. I just named it employee Q&A not found questions. I just titled the first cell here not found, and then it adds rows here for the not found, and I'll show you how that works. So in this tool, all of this should be set up. You'll need to connect your Google Sheet account, so you just do new credential, and then it just prompts you to sign in with Google. So we are using a sheet and then append a row, so it just adds a new row, and then you're just going to select the sheet that you just created, and then you may have to edit the actual sheet it's on, so sheet 1 in my case, and then map each column manually. So then what this does is it gets the first, or the column values. So in this case mine was called not found. You can see that here is called not found, and we are telling it what to fill in. So we're just using the from AI variable, and then we're filling in the answer that's not found. So that just tells the AI what to actually fill in for that row here. Here we just have a window buffer memory that just allows this agent to have memory based on, it just gives it access to previous messages that you've sent inside of this chat message here. And then this is just sending a message back to the employee, and that's just the response from the agent. So you should already have the Telegram account connected, so there's nothing more you need to do there or here. So again, it's just connecting your Telegram account through the bot, setting up that agent inside of OpenAI, and then selecting the agent or the assistant here, and then the Google Sheet. So logging into your Google account, and then making the Google Sheet the not found, and then recording the not found questions inside of the Google Sheet. And then yeah, everything else should be good. Yeah, so we can go ahead and I've already had this switched to active, so we can again go and test this. So we can just ask it an example question of what an employee might ask. So you can see that actually was not found. So we should be able to go back to our Google Sheet here, and you can see that question's actually been put right into our Google Sheet. So now we can go in and fill in what we should do in that case. But yeah, that is how you set up an AI agent to answer your employee questions. It should help with just saving time, not having to answer, especially repeat questions. But if you have any questions, drop in the comments below. If you got anything from this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Have a good one.